We are continuing the conversation here over lunchtime at the Abu Dhabi Teaching Conference, and I'm joined by one of the committee members who's going to enlighten us to some of the stresses and pressure points and joys that they have to do with organising this amazing conference.
Hi there, my name is Amit Patel, and I'm proud to have been part of the committee for the last, I think, 6 years. So this is my sixth teacher conference.
Amazing, amazing. Just out of curiosity, where did the initial idea for this Abu Dhabi Teaching Conference come from?
Right. So it started, I say, about 8 years ago, with Brighton, BSAC and Brighton College. Brighton, BSAC and Cranley working together to create CPD for teachers. And from that it grew into a more wider ethos of let's create more CPD opportunities for teachers in Abu Dhabi with a for teachers by teachers ethos. And that's how it's grown. And now it's absolutely a massive conference. I think we have 600 people today from who knows how many schools, but across not just Abu Dhabi, but also Dubai and further afield. People are coming all the way to Abu Dhabi to get involved with this conference.
Yeah, I can definitely attest the pure number and vibe that the conference has about its place. In terms of the strands, there are 5 key strands. Could you just elaborate a little bit on what they are and how that resonates with what's going on with education at the moment?
Right. So we have a number of strands we focus on every single year, just as a collective to sort of try and organise the various parts of CPD. So teaching and learning, we have innovation, Arabic and ministry education topics. Then we have pedagogy generally and inclusion. I think that's the 5.
Yeah.
And it's great because as a teacher, as a learner, as we are learners ourselves, we can dip in any session we like to and whatever we have an interest in. So you might want to go to one leadership session, but also want to go to a technology session and then one inclusion session, and then see what really motivates you and pushes your buttons. So it's fantastic. I think it's a really great way of reaching out to as many people as possible and engaging with as many teachers as possible.
And that, obviously, there's been an absolute plethora of sessions taking place today, and you managed to dip in, dip out. If you were to pick just one thing that you've kind of taken a golden piece of fruit away from, what would that be?
So I visited a session from Manny today. Manny did a great talk about inclusion and how inclusion really permeates across our whole school, and how we as educators on a daily basis make minor changes to make equity amongst our pupils. So I thought that's really powerful for me. So on Monday, I'm thinking already, as I hope we all are, what are we going to take away from today's sessions and what I want to implement in my lessons next week. So Manny and about inclusion, that's the one for me.
Fantastic, great takeaway. Now the last question, this is always a thinking one.
Okay.
I've asked everyone, you've got a choice. If education had a theme tune, what would yours be?
That's a tough question. Put us on the spot. Such a big question.
Well, I'll give you the other one. The other one, which Ollie also opted for, is if you were to sum up education right now in 3 emojis.
Well, first, I'm too old for emojis. I don't use emojis apart from a thumbs up, as in I've read your message, thumbs up. I was going to say size of a cow, like Wonder Stuff.
Oh, yeah, I remember that
That's
song.
a very old song,
yeah.
but that sort of takes me back to my school days. So let's go with that, Wonder Stuff, size of a cow.
It's a great tune. You should go and check that out. Probably have to find it on YouTube, or maybe Spotify. They'll have it. Well, thank you so much for chatting with us. Thank you.